Now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 10. I'm Justin Betty. Wisconsin's 2021 gun deer season is now just hours away. And for some hunters, the season doesn't really start until they take part in a tradition which has been going on for 55 years. Newswatch 12's Kyle Pazorski has details.
Taking place each year in downtown Tomahawk, the venison feed is a huge success, feeding up to 1,600 people right here in Tomahawk.
It's just to kick off the deer hunting season.
The 55th annual venison feed brings hunters from afar, as well as the locals, to enjoy the start of the gun deer hunt.
This is a social networking event, totally. As you will see, there's a lot of camo, a lot of blaze orange out here. People are wearing attire, and we're just having a good time. It's a really fun event.
Hewitt says because the feed has been a tradition for more than half a century, venison feed has grown large enough to need a sizable team to make it happen.
A lot of volunteers and a lot of sponsors. I have a small army of volunteers, as you might find behind me, that really put this event together.
And for the diehards who come each year, the feed is about
Tradition. It's good. It's a camaraderie and seeing a lot of people we haven't seen since last year.
By continuing the tradition each year, Hewitt believes Tomahawk benefits immensely.
It's a chamber-funded event, and it helps us, not just the community, our businesses, and just throughout the area. There's always something going on in Tomahawk.
In Tomahawk, Kyle Bzorski, Newswatch 12.
And outside, Jeff, we're expecting a fairly mild start to deer season.
Yeah, the countdown is on. The deer are hiding, and there's lots of hunters ready to find them. Tomorrow morning, here it starts, and we'll have some good weather tomorrow as well, with high temperatures back basically in the low 40s. Right now, though, it's 28 in Rhinelander, 32 for Wausau. We'll have low temperatures tonight down in the upper 20s or so, which is not real cold for this time of the year because there are some clouds out there now. Those clouds will fall apart for a couple hours, but back tomorrow, though. We'll get some cloudy skies across the area for a couple days around here. Our next system is way over here. That's going to bring a front through on Sunday, really drop our temperatures through the afternoon, and give us high temperatures Monday in the 20s. Your forecast tonight, though, is mostly cloudy skies with low temperatures down near 27. Your full forecast is coming up. Justin?
Thank you, Jeff. Kyle Rittenhouse is a free man tonight. This after 12-person jury ruled him not guilty on all counts today. Jay Gray has the latest from Kenosha.
Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty.
5 times.
Not guilty.
The court clerk reads aloud.
Not guilty.
The jury's verdict.
Not guilty.
Kyle Rittenhouse breaking down as he's cleared of all 5 charges after killing 2 protesters and wounding a 3rd during a march in Kenosha.
To say that we were relieved would be a gross misunderstatement. And Kyle is not here. He's on his way home. He wants to get on with his life.
This town, more than a year later, is still tense.
People have a right, the Second Amendment, I'm a veteran, people have a right to carry, to defend themselves.
And still divided after today's decision.
There's no way that you can justify in the streets of America that an individual can carry an automatic weapon, an AR-15, and shoot and kill anybody under any reason.
Immediately after the verdict, police patrolling the streets, an uneasy tension hanging over Kenosha. And that police presence will remain around the courthouse and across the city through the evening. Jay Gray, NBC News, Kenosha.
Responses to today's verdict have been rolling in from politicians and groups all across the country. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers released a statement saying, in part, quote, no verdict will be able to bring back the lives of Anthony Huber and Joseph Rosenbaum or heal Gage Grosskreutz injuries, just as no verdict can heal the wounds or trauma experienced by Jacob Blake and his family. No ruling today changes our reality in Wisconsin that we have work to do towards equity, accountability, and justice that communities across our state are demanding and deserve, end quote. Former Lieutenant Governor Rebecca Clay Fish, running for governor next year as a Republican, said, quote, our justice system worked today. The prosecution in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial was a complete disgrace, praising the mob who burned our streets as heroes. The tragic events that took place in Kenosha were unnecessary and avoidable. Lives were lost, businesses and livelihoods were destroyed, while Tony Evers sat on the sidelines choosing lawlessness over law enforcement. As your governor, I'll always stand for law and order, end quote. Today, Democrats are celebrating the passage of President Biden's Build Back Better plan in the House last night. However, the bill does face potentially an even harder battle in the Senate. Alice Barr has the latest from Washington.
213. The Build Back Better bill is passed.
Celebration on the House floor this morning as Democrats finally passed President Biden's $1.75 trillion Build Back Better Act.
This bill is monumental. It's historic. It's transformative. It's bigger than anything we've ever done.
The package includes funding to fight climate change and boost investment in the nation's social safety net, from child care and universal pre-K to lowering costs for health insurance and prescription drugs. One Democrat sided with all Republicans voting against the bill after the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office projected it would add $160 billion to the deficit over a decade.
Stop this madness.
But the CBO's tax revenue estimates are smaller than a Treasury Department projection, convincing holdout Democrats the bill will ultimately pay for itself.
This is a bill we should pass.
Heated debate ran late into the night. Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy pushing the vote to this morning with a record-breaking 8.5-hour speech.
It's all right. I got all night. This bill is too extreme, too costly, and too liberal. Why are we afraid of debate?
Democrats periodically heckling throughout.
Nobody elected Joe Biden to be FDR.
The bill faces stiffer opposition in the evenly divided Senate. President Biden vowing to back the final version.
I will sign it, period.
Even if it loses key components like paid family leave to win passage. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Local hunters will be heading to their stands in just a few hours now. Jeff will let us know what the weather is going to be like for the opening of gun deer season next on Newswatch 12 at 10.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Builders Service Incorporated, Elko.
It's time to get holiday ready with Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks. Or with Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. And come home in a Ford Bronco Sport. That's how you get holiday ready. Get a Ford F-150 with 0 for 60 and 500 retail bonus cash, plus complimentary maintenance when you sign up for Ford Pass Rewards. See your Ford dealer today.
My name's Arthur, Merrill, Wisconsin. In August of 2019, I started getting numbness in my feet. By July of 2020, my feet were so numb, I lost a sense of balance. I thought I was walking on stilts. I seen this ad for Spinal Aid. I took 20 treatments from them, and by then my feet were 90% better and no longer felt as I was walking on stilts.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and/or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as Lyrica, gabapentin, or Cymbalta that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. Call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation or visit us at spinalaid.com.
It's all gotta go. The epic moving sale is on now. Prices slashed on absolutely everything at Bling Fine Jewelry in Weston. Gorgeous rings, earrings, necklaces, and bracelets. Scores of loose diamonds with precious colored gemstones. Men's jewelry too. We're even clearing out our vaults for the biggest sale in our history. Prices slashed on everything. It's all gotta go. All major credit cards accepted and special financing is available during the epic moving sale at Bling Fine Jewelry, 1 block west of Target in Weston.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Stone Innovations, Rhinelander and Plover.
All right, the big busy Northwoods weekend is here. Lots of folks are in town to find these guys, right? They'll be out tomorrow with good weather, too. We'll have high temperatures near 40, some clouds, but no snow, no tracking snow this year at all. Temperatures out there right now are at 28 in Rhinelander, 30 for Mosinee, 28 out in Price County. So you get the idea. It's not so cold out there this evening, and the wind is dying down as well. But that's going to change. So tomorrow is going to be a cool day. So the cold stuff's there, the warm stuff's there. We're kind of stuck in the middle. Tomorrow will be high temperatures near 40, but then what's that? That's the real cold stuff. That gets in here later Sunday and hangs out through Monday before it will quickly too also get out of here. And then we have warmer temperatures on the way for us early next week. Here's the trend though. Tomorrow 42, 36 for Sunday, 25 is the high temperature on Monday. And then right back up again Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So this is a very fall-like pattern, especially in northern Wisconsin in late November, right? Okay, so today, if you missed it, this was the sunrise this morning. It was spectacular, right? So if you missed the eclipse last night, this made up for that. But then the clouds kind of rolled back in throughout the day today, kept things kind of quiet around here. And winds got a little squirrely for a while out of the southeast, around 10 to 15 miles per hour, with a few wind gusts near 25. That will not be as windy tomorrow. We'll have wind gusts out of the south, around 10 miles per hour tomorrow. All right, here are the clouds and some clear skies out there now, and this is going to be filling in a bit tonight. So right now, if you go outside, you'll see stars because there's a big hole in the clouds currently across parts of northern Wisconsin, but that will fill back in tonight from the south and from the west. We'll likely get some more cloud cover in here later on. No precipitation, though. That's going to hold off for a day or two as this system here comes together, and that's going to make national news for several days around here because once it gets over here, it's going to happen most likely Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, what's next week? It's Thanksgiving, right? So busy travel days next week. There'll be a gigantic storm across the East Coast Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at the peak of the travel season for them. For us, though, we should be just fine with cooler temperatures getting in here on Monday, but warming back up for Wednesday into Thursday. So the map shows high pressure building in for us currently. That's the big low. This will work its way across the country, bring a cold front through for us tomorrow or on Sunday evening, and then really cool us off for Monday. It's likely going to kick up a couple snow showers, though, on Sunday, which could give us an inch of snow on Sunday afternoon as temperatures crash, and then some lake effect snow showers kick in for us after that. But there's more of these upstream. So here's system 1, system 2, system 3. There's more behind that, back toward Russia. That's all coming in our direction. So it could be a very active pattern setting up here for next week and beyond. Our forecast, though, for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies and a bit breezy out there. Low temperatures down near 27 with a south breeze around 10. For tomorrow, here we go. Lots of clouds tomorrow. Some holes in the clouds as well, meaning some sunshine tomorrow. High temperatures near 42 with a south breeze around 10. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow looking good, 42. The front's going to come through midday on Sunday with a couple light snow showers, gusty northwest wind, dropping temperatures throughout the day. We'll hold high temperatures Monday in the mid-20s. Justin?
That'll be a little chilly. Thanks, Jeff. Today, both the FDA and CDC officially approved COVID-19 booster shots for all U.S. adults more than 6 months out from their last one. They'd previously only approved it for folks over age 65 or at high risk, though some states had already taken matters into their own hands, giving those boosters approval. Mixed day on Wall Street. The Dow fell almost 270 points to close at 35,602. However, the Nasdaq climbed to a new record high, back above 16,000. Thanksgiving is now less than 1 week away, and the big meal is costing people more than in recent years. However, the Rhinelander Area Food Pantry wants to help. This year, the food pantry is giving out gift vouchers for 150 turkeys donated by Triggs. Customers can go to the pantry, get a voucher, take that to Triggs, and get a turkey.
Things seem to center around the meal, both for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. Families get together, people come from out of town, and our customers would like to have the food to make a meal like that for their relatives and their friends also.
See a full list of the eligibility requirements. You can go to RhinelanderAreaFoodPantry.org. Milwaukee Bucks player passed a major career milestone tonight, and it's not Giannis. Nate's in with details. Sports is next here on Newswatch 12 at 10.
It's Cellcom's Black Friday sale, November 19th through the 30th. Save up to $400 on an amazing lineup of phones, including several premium smartphones for just $1 per month. Restrictions apply. Taxes due at sale. Visit cellcom.com/Black Friday for details.
When you're the victim of an accident, it can feel like the weight of the entire world is on your shoulders. Why not let us take that crippling burden off your back? Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
It's here. Perkins Hearty and Homestyle menu starting at just $8.99. Enjoy our classic pot roast dinner, pot roast stroganoff, fajita breakfast quesadilla, and more. And don't forget a fresh baked pie from our holiday bake shop. Take one home or order online at perkinstogo.com.
It's time to find your next Chevy truck and forge ahead. Take on new challenges and take it to the next level. It's the perfect time to do more in your next Chevy. Find new possibilities, find new roads. Very well-qualified buyers can get 2.49% financing and $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash on most Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups.
Every living creature on Earth needs Mother Nature's water for survival. From the family pet, whether it's the dog, our fish in a fish tank, to the precious little munchkins running around, for 7 decades, Maher Water Corporation has been supplying and treating this water for the entire family with products made here in Wisconsin by Water Care. So call us today for the cleanest, safest water around.
It's Cellcom's Black Friday sale, November 19th through the 30th. Save up to $400 on an amazing lineup of phones, including several premium smartphones for just $1 per month. Restrictions apply. Taxes due at sale. Visit cellcom.com/Black Friday for details.
Sports Watch 12 with Nate Myhawk starts now.
On my drive up north this afternoon, I passed a few ponds that were starting to freeze over, and that's a sign for hockey if I've ever seen one. To the gem of the Northwoods in Park Falls as Shawamigan hosts Anago. In the opening frame, the Red Robins would get on the board first, carrying into the offensive zone. Calvin Jansen throws it on net. The rebound, and that's Owen Dickman finding the back of the net, putting Anago ahead 1-0. Shawamigan was buzzing around for that equalizer, especially Marcus Vitone. Gets not one, but 2 chances down low, but he is denied by Aaron Converse. So we go to intermission, Robins up 2-0. And late in the second, they're on the power play. Chaos in front of the net, but this puck comes out to Peyton Michalik. He settles and then fires one home. Anago opens up the season with a 5-0 win on the road, and Converse put up 27 saves in the shutout victory. Elsewhere in the Merrillwood, Rib Lake falls to Flambeau by a final of 54-42. And then down in Mosinee, Wausau East going on the road for a non-conference girls basketball showdown, but Mosinee wins in dominating fashion. Final in that one is 56-39. Life can work out in funny ways sometimes. Wausau native Dave Bliss was named Oklahoma City's acting head coach and is making his NBA head coach debut tonight. So where was that game? Of course, it was right here in Wisconsin. OKC on the road to face the defending champion Milwaukee Bucks. And in this game, Chris Middleton made some history. He became the Bucks' all-time leader in three-pointers made, passing the great Ray Allen to do so. And although Milwaukee had a big lead in the second half, the Bliss-led Thunder made it close later on, but the Bucks would hang on to win 96-89. When it comes to the Green Bay Packers, every year it either feels like they are some of the best tacklers in the league or simply the worst, and there is no middle ground. But this year, defensive coordinator Joe Barry seems to have them on the right track. Green Bay, one of the better tackling teams in the league. They have 662 total on the season, which is 10th best in the NFL. It also helps that 20 of those are sacks. But when Barry came to the Badger State this offseason, he knew he wanted his guys to wrap up very well, but that starts during the week.
My biggest thing is I think if you can create a realistic live tackle in the practice setting and you do it every single week, I think I'm a firm believer you get what you emphasize. And if you emphasize tackling every single day and every single week, hopefully it pays off on Sunday.
Now, someone who most teams have a hard time tackling is running back A.J. Dillon. The second-year man from Boston College will be the starter this week after Aaron Jones injured his knee last Sunday. And now that he is the main back, people have been wondering if that's changed his mindset.
I'd say yes and no. No in the sense that, like you said, I'm always prepared to, everybody's always trained and prepared to, at any given moment your number can be called. But I also am prepared to and preparing myself mentally to just understand that I'm going to be the first back out there.
Dillon had a huge game last week against the Seahawks, and let's see if he can go toe-to-toe with one of the NFL's best running backs in Dalvin Cook this Sunday. And I will be in Minneapolis for that game on Sunday. Here's hoping Matt LaFleur can keep his hot streak going against the NFC North. Justin?
We'll see. Thank you, Nate. What kind of station are we? And why can't one of our viewers concentrate on what we're saying? Those are the topics of tonight's My Two Cents. Next on Newswatch 12 at 10.
Stay your way. Play your way. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. Win your way.
It's time to get holiday ready with Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks. Or with Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. And come home in a Ford Bronco Sport. That's how you get holiday ready. Now lease America's all-time best-selling SUV, Ford Explorer, for just $389 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
You know what I'm going to miss most about space?
What's that?
How easy it is to keep up my saving habit. There's nothing to buy up here.
We're making it easier to save on Earth, too. When you open a savings builder account at BMO Harris, you can get a cash reward for every month you save.
Anything to help launch my savings?
Sure. When you open a checking account, we'll give you $200 to kickstart your savings progress.
$200 and a monthly savings reward.
It's a way to save that won't weigh you down. It's a little space humor.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
Ah, the joys of online ordering. You never have to leave the comforts of your home.
Right? And our go-to is Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Really?
You betcha. Got this bag delivered yesterday.
Oh, and they're sporting goods.
Awesome.
They've got all that?
When I need workwear, I know where I'm headed.
They've got kitchen gadgets,
Hunting gear,
canning
cookware,
supplies,
tools,
decor, pet toys,
lanterns.
Wow, I can't believe they have all that. It's all here at farmandfleet.com. Just a convenient click away.
Toys.
Find quality products
all online
at farmandfleet.com.
Well said.
Sweetwater Spirits and Resort is open throughout the year. Dine in with a great view of Duck Lake. Carryout is also available. Enjoy broasted chicken, shrimp, burgers, pizza, Friday night fish fry, and Saturday night prime rib. Great happy hour deals Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 and live music on the weekends. Sweetwater Spirits and Resort is family friendly and opens at 11 a.m. daily. Find us on Facebook to view nightly specials.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
Welcome back. It's time now to hear what Newswatch 12 viewers have been saying this week on tonight's edition of My Two Cents.
I just wanted to talk about a few things that you guys don't bring up, but we like to hear, a lot of us are Republicans in the Northwoods. We like to hear some more conservative news, stuff that brings out everything. I know you're a Democratic station, but we would really love to hear both sides of the story, not just your side. I thought maybe Channel 12 could step up a little bit and do some conservative news too. We would love that.
We're not a Democratic station or a Republican station. People in our newsroom have a mix of ideologies. They come from different backgrounds. Many of our reporters are young and college educated. They also choose to work here in the Northwoods. So those things should all tell you something, I guess. Regardless of any one person's beliefs, though, we try to put those aside and tell stories as fairly and accurately as possible. Of course, we're human. We'll make mistakes. Some stories I look back on and think, yeah, maybe we missed it one way or the other, but we aim for fair and accurate. Now, there's a particular story you feel we're not covering or not covering fairly, give us a call back. Let us know.
I've been wanting to do this for a while. I just want to tell you guys that half the time, I don't even have a clue what you're talking about. You guys are so handsome to look at. And if you would pass this along, would you please tell Andrew that I wish I was 40 years younger? God bless you all.
Thank you, I think, Laura. Now, when people complain about the way any of us look, I try to remind them that it's not the clothes or the hair that makes a person a good or a bad reporter. So I'll defer on this one too, but thank you. I hope Andrew's flattered. If you want to make your voice heard on your 2 cents, give us a call at 715-365-8812, extension 319. We'll be right back. One final look at your forecast after the break. But first, Newswatch 12's Chris Baranek has this week's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
How do fish get into business? Well, of course, they start on a small scale. So anyway, starting off this week's Big Old Fish, we have 9-year-old Xander Hetzer from Wausau. Now, Xander was visiting his grandparents who have a house on the Turtle Flambeau Flowage. He was fishing with them when he caught both of these nice northerns that measured in at 22 inches. So that's not one, but 2 big old fish, Xander. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. Moving right along with this week's Big Old Fish, we have 9-year-old Hayden Adams from Madison. See, Hayden has spent the last 2 years in thousands of casts on the Minocqua chain trying to catch himself a big old fish. And on 28th of October this year, Hayden did just that. He caught this 31.5-inch northern pike that weighed in at 6 pounds 3 ounces. Hayden was using a spinnerbait when this fish hit. Well, I'll tell you what, Hayden, that is one big old fish. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. And finally, on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Linda Novak from Presque Isle. On the 5th of November, she was on a Presque Isle area lake using a sucker as bait when this 45-inch muskie slammed her line. Goes on to say it took her 3 times to lift it because it was so heavy. Well, there's no disputing it, Linda. That is one big old fish. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling taxidermy fish mount is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
Get a sneak peek at the upcoming weather for the week with meteorologist Andrew Kiekefer on Newswatch 12 weekends at 10 p.m. Utilizing industry-leading technology, WJFW has you covered so you can stay on top of those ever-changing systems in the Northwoods.
One of our biggest sales of the year, the Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. Get huge savings on our already low prices, up to 50% off. Plus, see what's new, what's in stock, and save 25% on our great accessories. Give your home that special touch. Plus, totally free shipping. Huge store-wide savings at the Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. And for better sleep, come to Slumberland Sleep Solutions and see how easy it is now to shop for a mattress.
Featherstone, unmistakably Featherstone, far from ordinary, right at home. You have dreams, make them reality. Featherstone, unmistakably, unmistakably, unmistakably Featherstone.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, Bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Feed any appetite when you take and bake a large Big Murphy stuffed pizza. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
It's the season of smiling, and at Aspen Dental, we make it easy to gift yourself the smile you deserve. New patients start today with a full exam and x-rays with no obligation. If you don't have insurance, it's free. Plus, everyone saves 20% on their treatment plan with flexible payment solutions for every budget. We're here making smiles shine bright, so you can start the new year feeling all right. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL or book today at aspendental.com.
You've heard the saying, if it looks like bacon and it tastes like sausage, it's probably Johnsonville sausage strips. Oh, you never heard that? Well, sausage strips are pretty new. They're strips of sausage in amazing flavors like maple and chorizo. You can find this meaty miracle butter bacon, even though it's sausage.
Whoa.
One of the oldest surviving copies of the U.S. Constitution just sold at auction for $41 million. Sotheby's says it was printed back in 1787 for delegates of the Constitutional Convention and Continental Congress. Printers made 500 copies, the final official edition there, but there's only a few that are still around. So,
you know what's fun is to reread the Constitution every once in a while and just kind of refresh yourself on it, right? All right, Nate, you're traveling this weekend, right?
I am.
Where are you off to?
Going to the Twin Cities. Got some Packer football on
Weather
Sunday.
looks good, and Justin, you're staying home watching football this weekend?
Probably, yeah.
All right, so good news is weather looks good tomorrow and also for Sunday before we get some colder temperatures in here on Monday. Let's check on the graphics now if we can. Chris, there we are. We're in the 20s currently. Some low 30s across parts of southern and central Wisconsin. There are some clouds out there, but there is a little area, a big area, of clear skies across far northern Wisconsin right now. That will fill back in tonight, as we'll have mostly cloudy skies throughout the day tomorrow, and that'll help hold temperatures up tonight too. But look at the 7 days. So there's a lot going on here. There goes the turkey. Sunday, the front's going to come through, change the wind out of the northwest, really cool us off. And then Monday, we're just cold, 25, but no big snows in our future anytime soon.
How about Thanksgiving is now less than a week away?
Low 30s.
November went by quickly.
What's happening? I don't get it.
Thanks, guys. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is next. Have a great weekend.